Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to teach you a little bit something different. Not how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or anything like that, but I'm going to teach you guys just the very basics about script analysis. If you look at my list here, I was just kind of joking around saying the greatest actors of all time. We've got Keanu Reeves, Channing Tatum, Nick Cannon, Neo, Omarion, Sam Jackson. I think Sam Jackson's the worst of them all. But, just messing around with you. And then we're going to have a look at this second list here. Again, this is just the very basics that I'm going to show you guys. You look at Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Robert De Niro, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Mirren, Charlize Theron, Johnny Depp. These are some of the best American and maybe one or two British actors of all time. The key to being a good actor, and I'm not talking about like the way you sound or the way you move or anything like that, is all in the script analysis. Not many people understand that. It's in the analysis of the script. So I'm going to show you a little something really quick to just kind of give you a flavor of what these really great actors do and why it takes them so long to create these Oscar winning performances. Okay, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to read the entire script. If I give you a scene that's in the middle of the play, don't just go straight to the scene. You need to read the entire thing so you can get a background of where you are, who you are, etc. Break it down into beats. Now, what Stanislavski, who is the creator of method acting, he said to break it down into little bitty beats, little bitty thoughts, individual thoughts. So if I talk to you, I don't talk just monotone. Like my inflection changes, my thought process changes. As actors, we have to go into the script and break it down into beats, into separate thoughts. The next thing you're going to do is figure out what it is in the scene that you want. Don't just go there, memorize words, and you get an A in acting class. Not the acting classes I come from. You're going to get a chair thrown at you. You got to figure out what it is you want from the person, from other people in the play, from the entire play, and what you want for the life of that character. And it sounds pretty simple, but it is not. It is very, very difficult to find. Next thing you need to figure out is how you're going to accomplish it. If my intention or motivation is to seduce you, well, you're going to have to know some character analysis. How does this character go about getting what he or she wants? So if I want to seduce you, how am I going to seduce you? Am I going to cook you your favorite thing? Am I going to wear a little, I don't know, like a bathing suit or whatever? There's ways. There's anything you want, there's ways in which you have to go about getting it. And we don't see this whenever we watch movies like, you know, Sophie's Choice or The Avengers. We don't think about those things. We just see an excellent imitation of life, not knowing that there's a lot that goes into it. Let me give you a look at the next slide. Okay. Figure out how high the stakes are. So, for instance, if you are a Laker fan and you saw that the Clippers lost, you're not really going to care. The stakes aren't very high. But if the Lakers are losing game 7 of the NBA Finals, there's a whole lot of bubbles inside of your guts, which means that the stakes are higher. The higher the stakes, the more clumsy you can become, the more deep the drama is. You kind of have to kind of gauge that, and usually under the eye of a director or an acting teacher. Figure out who your character is and all the characters your character interacts with. So the way you speak to somebody, I need to know who I am. I'm kind of eccentric, I'm kind of goofy, etc. And if I talk to Professor McGarvey, I'm going to have kind of a cooler, casual relationship. Whereas if I talk to somebody who stole my Doritos, I'm pretty much going to be a little bit of nasty to them. So the way you talk to each person is going to be different, and that can tell the audience what your relationship is like. Also, if you're going to speak about somebody, oh, so and so's a punk or so and so's lovely, you have to be able to know what your relationship is to that person. These are things that the actor has to know before even opening his or her mouth. Okay? And so just letting you guys know that that's some of the basics. There's a whole lot more that goes into it, accents and emotional, sensory memory, etc. There's a lot that goes into this. But if you want to be great like Keanu Reeves, for that, maybe acting is something you need to look into and know that actors do a lot more. Actors are very intelligent people in order to pull off these great Oscar winning performances, like Matrix starring Keanu Reeves. Awesome.